Alright, let's talk about 5 of the best deleted scenes from The Last Jedi, or as I call it, why'd you delete that? Why did you delete that and keep any of the Canto Bite shit?
You're fulfilling your destiny.
So Rian Johnson has been very upfront that all the deleted scenes are great and fit in with the movie, but weren't included due to time constraints. So despite that, here are 5 of the best deleted scenes that I wish were actually included in the film instead of, I don't know, alien milk drinking scene or anything with Rose. Let's start with number 5, not much of a sewer. This scene was supposed to occur after Finn wakes up. In it, Poe gives Finn back the jacket he originally gave to the man, but patched up the cut from the lightsaber slash he took from Kylo. When giving the jacket back, Poe remarks he's not much of a sewer, and that he was busy saving the entire fleet. Which is so crazy egotistical, I love it. It seems like a small thing, but this is probably the first thing Finn has ever been given that's his own. He was a soldier his entire life. He was never truly his own individual or given gifts, so this has to mean a lot to him. The man that gave him a name, and also his own jacket. It also shows Poe's cockiness, which has been a huge problem. In the comics, we see Leia continuously try to beat down that trait of his. And, we also saw in the movie, which caused quite a bit of problems. Number 4. It's kinda weird you recorded that. In this deleted scene, Finn is trying to decide whether he should abandon the Resistance or not to meet up with Rey. Then BB-8 rolls up, tries to get his attention, and finally shows him a recording he took of Rey saying an emotional goodbye to Finn, who was in his recovery pod at the time. Because BB-8 is a creeper. Finn calls him out on it, saying, "That's kinda creepy you recorded that." Johnson claimed the scene was to remind the audience of Finn and Rey's friendship, and I really would have loved to see more emotional hits like this. Also, I want creepy BB-8 canon. He's always watching. Number 3, a different Phasma showdown. So in this deleted scene, instead Phasma gets the upper hand on Finn, beats him, and he's surrounded by stormtroopers. However, when Phasma has him beat is when Finn reveals what Phasma did on Starkiller Base with lowering the shield. The stormtroopers become uneasy, but Phasma doesn't give them the opportunity to think on it much as she opens fire on them, killing the stormtroopers. And it is so badass how she takes them out. After murdering her fellow troopers, her and Finn fight again. And he cuts off her hand! Come on, that is Star Wars tradition! Put that back in the film, you fuckers. Number 2, Caretaker Village sequence. This takes place right after Rey says that Kylo failed him and that she won't. In it, Rey sees lights arriving by sea, and Luke tells her that it's a warring tribe that comes to raid the village once a month. Rey wants to help, but he asks her if she'll be here in a month, when they come back with greater numbers and even more violent. He tells her that the burn in her, the anger over what those raiders will do, to ignore that. Only act when you can maintain balance, even if people get hurt. That is what a true Jedi would do. Okay, so before I go on, you know how we're led to believe that Luke has turned away from the Jedi Order? Scenes like this really help that. Why would Luke turn away from something he wanted so badly? Knowing what the Jedi would do in that situation turned him off from wanting to be part of the traditional Jedi. Anyone see why keeping in scenes like this may have been more important than other scenes for Luke's character development? The scene continues with her ignoring him and running to the village to save the caretakers. When she arrives, it isn't a raid, but a celebration, and she learns Luke lied to her. She tells him that that legend of Luke Skywalker he hates so much, she believed in, but no longer. Luke also tells her that she is what the Resistance needs. Someone that will run to help others, not a Jedi. Again, pretty important to hammer home what Luke is feeling and truly believes at this point. Because we haven't seen him in a couple fucking decades. Number 1, Leia and Luke moment. See, I've been a tad bit confused about Han's death. To me, it's a little weird that a girl that barely knew Han seems more fucked up by his death than, I don't know, maybe his wife and really good friend. This deleted scene made it look like Leia and Luke actually gave a fucking piss about Han. In it, after Rey tells Luke that Han Solo is dead, Luke goes in his hut and begins to tear up, thinking of his friend that he'll never see again. We then see a cut to Leia in a similar position, showing the two siblings are both having a moment over the loss of a very important person in their life that, you know, they had lots of memories with and should probably be super fucking bummed about this. It was incredibly special, and I just don't get how you can justify cutting something like this and leaving in, I don't know, numerous other scenes. Though Rian does explain he felt we got the Luke being sat over Han by him entering the Falcon. I don't feel that way, but I don't get paid millions of dollars for this shit, so I don't know anything. Okay, so which of these deleted scenes were your favorite? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars videos.